June 15th, 1989, Port St. When Florida Explorer was in Florida City, a woman came to park her car there, and when she got out of her car to go inside the store, a flood of photos fell on her. When she bent down to pick up the photo and turn it over, the ground beneath her feet sank because the photo looked like something like this. From this photo, we can understand that the girl and the small child in it were kidnapped by someone. Some kidnapper took this photo, and these two are tied up somewhere where there is an iron door. Maybe it is a warehouse or a truck. After seeing this photo, the woman quickly went inside the store and called the police. Upon receiving this news, the police arrived there and after seeing the photo asked the woman some questions. The woman said that she had seen a large truck of the Toyota company there which had no windows, and after checking it later, it was confirmed. She said there was a person sitting inside the truck in the forest who had big mustaches and looked very strange. And when the police went to the parking lot to see that person and searched for the truck, there was no one there, meaning that both of them had left. Now see, this photo was a bit dangerous looking, so the police tried to find out who the girl and the boy were. At that time, there was a show that used to air scary things, crime stories, and similar topics. This photo was shown there, and some people in the show were talking about it. The show was also watched by a man named David Milker, and after seeing this photo, David immediately called Tara Calico. When a woman in Putnam saw this photo, she ran and said, "This is Tara." Now, who Tara is and who Tara Calico is, you will find out in just a few moments. After seeing this photo, Patty said, "Yes, this is my daughter," but how she recognized her is interesting. Actually, the girl in the photo had a book, and this book was Tara's favorite book, My Sweet Adrena. From this, Patty recognized that it was Tara, but Tara's identity was clear, the child in the photo with a painfully scared face. Who is that? We know that too. But before that, let's find out who Tara is and why the police have known nothing about her for 34 years. Directly, 19-year-old Tara was a girl who used to hang out a lot, made friends, and enjoyed roaming around the city with her siblings and friends. Because of this, Tara had many friends in the surrounding areas, meaning she was very well known. And talking about Tara Calico, she was Tara's mom who had remarried David Calico, who was Tara's father figure, although he was a stepfather. But he loved Tara very much. Now, Tara developed a hobby of cycling. She really loved it and often used to ride a bicycle with her mom sitting behind her. One day, Tara and her mom were cycling when Tara's mom, Patty, felt that someone was following her. Patty became very scared, and when she told Tara that someone was chasing them, Tara said that there was no such thing. You should know that there was a lot of crime in New Mexico at that time. So when Tara and her mom came home that day, Patty told Tara to always carry some spray or a small knife or something for protection, because you never know what could happen here. Tara used to carry such a button. Tara's mom was also afraid because the place they lived was a high crime area, but also had highways that were very deserted at night with no one around. Because of this reason, Patty was a bit scared like anyone else. Days passed, and it was September 20th, 1988, a day that was not going to be ordinary. Around 9 o'clock, Tara woke up. Her mom asked where she was going today, and Tara said, "I am going around 9. I will leave the house at 30 o'clock and have planned to play tennis with my boyfriend. Grandfather's movie says yes, you go." Then she tells Tara when she will come back home. Grandfather often, whenever going out, she used to tell her mother the time of return because she knew that if she told her mother when she was coming back and did not return by then, and if it got a little late, then Tara's mom would inform the police or do something to find her. This was her way of protecting herself by informing before leaving. Later, Tara said that she would leave the house at 9:30 and definitely come back by around 12:30. If she did not come back by then, the police should be informed. In this way, Tara goes out with a Walkman, which she used to carry to listen to music. Along with it, she had headphones and a CD with songs she used to listen to. Tara leaves home and her mom keeps working at home. Doing this, the promise is made. Grandfather's mom starts making something for her, and in half an hour, Tara will arrive. An hour passed, and Tara's mom did not even realize it was already 1 o'clock. So she quickly goes outside to see if her daughter has not yet come. She walks a bit around her neighborhood to see where Tara might be, but Tara is nowhere to be seen. Doing this, half an hour more passes, and it is now late. Tara's mom starts getting very worried, so with some help, she goes out to look for Tara. Now, you should know that Tara always followed a route. I will go from here to here, from here to here. If anything happened to me, I would meet you on this route. This was the reason behind it. Now, Tara's mom has been searching for 2 hours. Anyway, she asks all the neighbors, but no one has any idea of grandfather. After talking to all friends, Tara's mom reaches 5 o'clock, and at 5:15 she goes to the police to file a complaint that her daughter is not home. Upon receiving the news, the local police sprang into action and started the search for Tara. 2 teams were sent on that route. It had started getting dark. The police were doing their work when they found Tara's Walkman on the highway, but Tara's bicycle was missing, and Tara herself was missing. When they looked carefully, there were tire marks nearby, which Tara's mom identified as belonging to Tara's bicycle because she had taken this kind of bicycle. From the type of marks, the police understood that something suspicious had happened here. Someone had pulled Tara, meaning that Tara had been kidnapped. Someone had tried to forcibly take her away. Here, the police investigation began and lasted 2 days, then 4 days, then 8 days, but they did not get anything. About 7 days later, the police completed a thorough search on the route and tried to talk to everyone. They spoke to 6 to 7 people who fit the description and who had seen Tara live with their own eyes. Everyone shared their story. One person came and said that he had seen Tara at 11 that day. It was seen on 45, and behind it, a white truck was following it, which was quite small, meaning it was a van type that was following Tara for a long time. She said she was standing on the highway and saw from afar that the truck could have gone past Tara, but it was still following her. Here, the mother and everyone else felt that she had been kidnapped. But the surprising thing was, if the kidnapper had really kidnapped her, they would have demanded something in return, like money, ransom calls, letters, something. But here there was nothing. It was unknown where Tara was, who took her, what happened. Nothing. The neighbors tried to clear the highway, which was quite deserted, and searched for Tara, but they found nothing. Anyway, this whole story is about Tara, but in the photo found in Florida, there was another small child as well. Who was that? While the show was going on, where Tara's mother was told by someone, "Is this your daughter?" Something strange also happened. Someone else was watching the show. When he was watching it, the photo appeared before him. Looking closely at the picture, he was shocked and quickly contacted his friend, explaining everything. He sent the photo to his friend, and after seeing it, it was realized that the small child was his friend's son, Michael Hanley, who had gone missing a year ago from New Mexico. The place where he disappeared was about 120 kilometers away from Tara's home. Tara was the girl in the photo with him, and later both were taken far away from Mexico. It was unknown for what reason, why, by whom, or for whom they were brought there. After looking at the photo, it was clear that one was Michael Hanley, and the other was Tara. But the problem before the police was how to find the kidnapper and where these two were now. How could they find this out? There was also a problem that some people were claiming that this was not Tara or Michael Hanley, that these were other people, and the photo was quite old. To verify this, the photo was sent to a lab in England, which is very famous and called Scotland Yard. After investigation, it was found that the photo was not tampered with. Now, this had become an international issue, so the FBI, the American Intelligence Agency, also had to get involved. The FBI was managing this case. During further checks, it was discovered that the photo came from a film made in 1988. So how could this photo be old? Because of this, it was accepted that this was indeed Tara and Michael. There was so much noise that the photo was taken recently, within this year. Meanwhile, the FBI and police, the authorities from both countries working on the case, found nothing, not even a single clue. But then chaos erupted when 2 more photos surfaced in Florida. These photos were like this. One photo was a close-up of a girl's face who was almost naked, and the face was a bit blurred. The other photo was of a train, where a man was seen with a girl. What was going on? After looking at the first photo, Tara's mother said again that this was her daughter, a close-up of her face. But these photos pierced their hearts. They were very painful. For any mother who has lost her child, these photos were heartbreaking. The girl was 19, 20 years old, and later there was such a photo, and that too arriving at the border from America. And it was unknown where the daughter was, with whom, or what was happening. She knew nothing. Anyway, the child in those recent photos was not Michael Hanley. The case was ongoing. A year passed. Tara's mother tried very hard to find her daughter. Later, she even moved to Florida because all the photos and everything related to her daughter were coming from there. Doing this and that, the year 2003 came. 14 years passed since this case started, and despite holding on to hope, Tara's mother had to leave this world without ever seeing her daughter's face again. In 2003, her mother died. The daughter, Calico, was no longer alive in this world. However, her husband, every year on Christmas or some festival of Sweetie's daughter back. It will happen, but this hope was like some vague dream that never comes true. Anyway, for now, we will exercise our brains and solve it. I am going to tell you something very shocking. There is a powerful organization that reopens closed cases and works on them, which had quite a bit of authority. It was run by a very powerful person because he was a former deputy. He says that he had a friend, Henry Brown, who was on his deathbed, close to dying. He told me some stories from his life that could solve a big case in no time. His friend said he had some weight on his chest, some buttons he now wanted to remove. He said he had another friend, Lauren Romeo Juliet, who one day built a basement on his land. He took me to that basement. The ground there was raw, and then he said, "Everyone in the big city is talking about Tara. That's exactly the ground where the accident happened." Here, Brown also said that Romeo Jr. and his 3 other friends were openly discussing how they had killed Tara. Now, why wasn't the police catching them? And if the matter reached the police, why weren't the police able to catch them? Who was this Romeo Juliet? Let me tell you a bit about him. Further, I'll tell you what actually happened next. All these people knew Tara. How did they know her? Because all of them were in Tara's class. They were classmates of Tara, including Tamari and Tara in the same class. The other 3 were also his classmates. They had many other friends too. Actually, what happened was that Tara loved a boy and was in a relationship with him. Her boyfriend was a person named Jeff Abide. And Jeff was a friend of Romeo Jr. Romeo Jr. was his good friend, but later Tara left her boyfriend Jeff for some reason. Jeff couldn't bear this and told Romeo Jr., who was like a brother to him and whom he loved very much. Later, Romeo Jr. also started hating Tara. In this way, a 19-year-old girl had enemies. Brown says that what actually happened one day was that Romeo and his 3 friends were on their way and met Tara around 12 in the morning clock. Those people drank alcohol there and later took Tara inside their sister's place, took her bicycle, and then did very wrong things with Tara. Now the people had seen Tara, although they had no plan to harm Tara, but in the end, to save themselves because they knew if she went outside, she would tell the police and tell everyone. For this reason, they later destroyed her body. After that, they even took her bicycle and damaged it so badly and sent it so far away that it would never come into anyone's hands. Now, Umaria knew that he had told Brown a lot of things, and for this reason, he could be in danger. So he told Brown that if my words reach anyone, if they find out, I will not spare you. And if the police learn about this, I will burn you alive. Now here Brown knew that if I tell the police anything, the police would tell it because Romerio's father was a very senior and decent police officer there. For this reason, he was afraid that the junior would find out who had spoken against him. To save his life, he kept quiet like this for 25 years. Rahul said with the news that Tara, whom people are looking for, even the FBI in America is searching for, she is not here at all. She is lying in some basement in New Mexico. Well, but let me tell you, Corba, Frank Mattola heard another story in 2006. He said, "I had a friend, Brown. He was on death watch. Before he died, he told that he knew about Tara's account. He said there was a man who was Brown's neighbor, and his name was AJ. He told all the details about AJ in this story, and finally said that AJ himself loved Tara but was rejected by Tara. The agent said AJ did all this with the help of some of his friends. Though there was talk in Romario Jr. Quixote's big circle at that time, he said he took revenge for his friend in 2006 because he loved Tara very much. And he said about Tara that there couldn't be a more beautiful girl than her. Now you must be thinking how this was solved this way. But what about those pictures? What about the 2 or 3 times those pictures came up? The reason behind this is that maybe those pictures were not of Tara at all. Those pictures belong to someone else. It is a completely different mystery whose pictures these are and who is deliberately leaving those pictures, because no one can just take someone's photos, especially those who were kidnapped. It means someone deliberately leaked those pictures. How, why, for whom, nothing is known. If the claim is true that Tara was not killed by someone close to her, then yes, those pictures are another mystery. Still, no one has ever been able to unravel this mystery, and we think that maybe this mystery will never be solved. From time to time, the FBI has made these pictures of Tara. The one you are seeing is an older aged photo of Tara, meaning how Tara might look today. Although if we change the hairstyle a little and the diet for several years, a person's face changes entirely. In this way, making a future picture of someone is quite difficult.
If you found this story very important, please don't just forget it as a horrifying real crime story. Share it. If you have any other crime case that you want me to cover, the comment box is empty and waiting for you. And yes, do subscribe, because I keep bringing such dark, real, and unfolding cases to you. Please say whatever you want in the comments. I really enjoy reading your comments. We'll meet in the next case. Take care until then.